Hello there. So, following on from my WrestleMania vlog, I'm going to say yesterday. I'm going to try and aim to get this up the day after. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. But anyway, after my WrestleMania vlog, I thought NXT Takeover. Now, NXT Takeover, wherever it is, whenever it's held, it usually blows the WWE pay-per-view the following day completely out of the water. They're usually held in the same venue, or at least a smaller venue just down the road. In this occasion, because it's WrestleMania, it's kind of New York. It's actually kind of New Jersey, but yeah. They're going to hold Takeover in the Barclays Centre, which is quite famous for having held a lot of wrestling events over the years. Quite often you get Raw and SmackDown go there a couple of times a year. So this is quite a big deal. This is quite a big venue. It's WrestleMania weekend, so that's always a huge thing for Takeover as well. And if last year is anything to go by, Takeover is just going to be so much better than WrestleMania, yet again. In fact, it is a truth, universally acknowledged, that an NXT Takeover shall always be superior to a main WWE pay-per-view. At least that's in my experience. Takeover New York, like I say, no exception. Such a great match card. And coming the day before WrestleMania, WrestleMania is going to have a hard time living up to NXT Takeover, I'll tell you that. So the matches, we've got Pete Dunne versus Volta. This is long anticipated. Volta made his first appearance at NXT UK Takeover Blackpool. This was the inaugural UK division takeover event, and he made his grand appearance right at the very end after the main event, when Pete Dunne had just retained his title. They've had an interesting thing going on. A lot of silence from Volta, but he has made it quite clear in his actions that he bears Pete Dunne no ill will, but he would quite like his title. This is going to be a great match. I cannot wait to see these two go at it. This is something that we have been waiting for such a long time. So, great build-up, much anticipated. It's going to be a fantastic match. Under any other circumstances, it would be a main event, but this is the main NXT Takeover. So it's not going to be the main event, but that doesn't matter. It's going to be fantastic regardless. The NXT tag match, we're yet to find out who are going to face the War Raiders yet. It's going to be whoever wins the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Either way, the tag matches are always fun, they're always interesting, and I can't wait to find out who it's going to be, because it's just going to be a great match. It's NXT Takeover, how could it not be a great match? The North American title should be really interesting as well. In fact, they're all going to be interesting. The current champion is Velveteen Dream. He took the title off of Johnny Gargano during a taping of NXT. That was quite an interesting one, because apparently what they did was record two endings to that particular NXT. One where Dream became the champion and one where he did not. This was to keep their options open going into WrestleMania. However, the one they aired was the one where he became champion, and this is the match we're going to get. Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle. It's going to be amazing. They both work so hard in the ring. They both have a spectacular skill set. They're good in the air, they're good on the ground. It's just going to be amazing. It's going to be so good. This is the sort of match that has just been well worth the wait. And whatever the outcome of this match, at the end of it, I don't even care who's the champion. I just want to see a fantastic match. That's what we're going to get. Velveteen Dream, I've said it before and I'll say it again, absolute superstar, future Hall of Famer, definitely one to watch. WWE need to seriously look after him, because the man is so damn talented. In the ring, his character work, promo work, he's just superb. Seriously, look after him, WWE. The NXT Women's Championship. This is going to be a fatal four-way. It is the current champion, Shayna Baszler. She's been champion on and off for about a year now, since she beat Ember Moon about this time last year. She's going to be facing Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, the Sky Pirates, and Bianca Belair, who, despite what she continuously says, she is defeated. She was defeated. Okay, there's questions about the legality of the defeat, but she claims she's undefeated. And the good thing about this is that Shayna doesn't have to be pinned or submitted in order to lose her title. It's going to be interesting to see how Io Shirai and Kairi Sane work, because they've been put together as quite good friends, as a potential tag team even, potentially future women's tag champions. So it'd be interesting. Be interesting to see how they respond to each other, how they respond to Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler. I'm looking forward to this match. It's something that's been set up for quite a while, ever since Io Shirai joined NXT, which was back last year when the Mae Young Classic was running. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fantastic match. It's going to be a real showcase of talent, of different styles. I can't wait to see it. I do wonder what's going to happen with Shayna Baszler, because there have been rumours for quite a long time that we're going to be getting 4 horsewomen of UFC versus 4 horsewomen of WWE. There are also rumours doing the rounds that Ronda Rousey is looking to leave not long after WrestleMania because she would like to start a family with her husband. She's stepmom to a couple of kids, but she would like to have her own. And that means that WWE might have to rush this. I had a feeling that they were going to try and make this a WrestleMania thing. Now I'm thinking it's either SummerSlam or Survivor Series this year, which means at some point Shayna's going to have to go up. Or they're going to have to find an excuse to get them all together. As there is currently a lot of heat between Ronda and Charlotte and Becky, this is a way they could do it, especially with Sasha Banks and Bayley being the current women's tag champions. There's a lot of possibility of how they can get these women to group together. There's going to be a superstar shake-up after WrestleMania. Fairly standard, fairly traditional thing. We'll see how that plays out and what kind of dynamics that causes, which brand people are going to be on. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to play this one out, and if they're actually going to go down the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen route. Seems a bit daft if they've got them all not to go down that route, but that means potentially Shayna could lose this match, because she could lose it without, like I say, without being pinned or submitted, and then go up to Raw or SmackDown. And that's how we could get our 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen match. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right on that one. The NXT match, the NXT Championship. Unfortunately, Tommaso Ciampa had to give Goldie up. He suffered a neck injury which required urgent surgery, which meant they had to break up DIY. DIY were taking part in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. They were pretty much being touted as being a tag team together once they went up to Raw or SmackDown, once they were finally placed. That's not going to happen, so they had it that Johnny Gargano has been leading Tommaso Ciampa on for the last couple of months. He's not really interested in tag teaming with him. They kind of faked a brawl and an injury as a result of that. He had the emergency surgery. It apparently went incredibly well, thank goodness. Please get well soon, Tommaso Ciampa, because we're going to miss you. The recovery time is roughly a year, so you're looking at round about WrestleMania season next year before we even get a chance for him to come back. Which is a shame. We are seriously going to miss the man. He's just the best champion. But that meant that they've come up with a storyline that, before he got injured, Johnny Gargano was going to be his opponent. With both of them going up, I'm not sure that was the original plan. Not sure how you could possibly do that, because clearly he was going to have to get rid of the championship somehow before he went up. At least this way, he remains undefeated. And I think for Tommaso Ciampa, that's a big deal. I think it's right that he should go up eventually, after getting better, as an undefeated champion. But Johnny Gargano needed an opponent. There was a fatal 5-way in this week's NXT, which was a shortened NXT and only had the one match. The opponents were Aleister Black, Ricochet, Matt Riddle, Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole. Adam Cole ended up winning that match, and he goes on to face Johnny Gargano at NXT Takeover. I suspect that Adam Cole will win that match because, as I say, Johnny Gargano is going up to Raw or SmackDown. The others, I kind of predicted at the beginning, wouldn't be doing it. Ricochet and Aleister Black are also going up to Raw or SmackDown. Velveteen Dream's the current North American champion, so it was unlikely he will be NXT champion, just not yet, not while he's holding the North American title. Matt Riddle, it was clear for weeks, was going to be in a match against Velveteen Dream at TakeOver. That left Adam Cole. The only one it could possibly be. He's been North American champion. He's part of a stable that's had the tag teams. Pretty clear that he deserves an NXT title shot by now. Hasn't been in the picture for one before. I think it had to be him, and I think he's going to get it. So going into WrestleMania weekend, NXT Takeover is going to blow WrestleMania away. This match card is just far too strong for it to do anything other than that. The reason Takeover works where WWE pay-per-views perhaps don't is that they're not too long. WWE pay-per-views tend to be 3 to 4 hours long as a minimum. WrestleMania itself last year was roughly 5 hours long. That's without the kickoff and pre-show added on top. I just think that they get the timing right. Takeover's usually no longer than 2.5 hours. Every match counts. There's something riding on every match. Even if it's not a title match, there's something riding on it. It just feels like what a pay-per-view should be. The talent works so hard. They want to get noticed. They want to get recognised. They understand the importance of being on the brand. It's no longer just a developmental brand. It's the brand that everyone wants to be associated with. The black and yellow brand is amazing. It's far superior to anything else, and it works. And I think it works because the shows are once a week. They're 1 hour long. It's simple. It's like an old-fashioned style. There's not such huge crowds. It doesn't feel so commercial. It's proper, down and dirty, brilliant wrestling, and that's what everybody wants to see. So I'll leave it up to you to watch both Takeover and WrestleMania and let me know what you think of both. I'm going to try and get reviews of both out. It's going to be pretty hard because I've got to watch Takeover and and WrestleMania and do reviews. So this could be quite an interesting challenge for me. I managed to do it kind of last year, but we'll see. But in the meantime, until my next vlog, bye bye.